I want to introduce a show to you. It's called Chatroom with Max.
Unshakable.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The primary sign, usually on an adult in a domestic violence situation, are bruises.
God gave him a talent. And the Bible says your gift will make a way for
When we sit there and we blame God for the things that are happening in our lives, no, God never told me to lay down with that man.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Welcome to Chatroom with Max. My name is Minister Max, as you all know, and today we're going to be doing justice to a very, very important topic. So stay glued to your seat and make sure you grab your phone so you can comment, share, and like, okay? So like we always do it, please like where you're watching this from. Hit the subscription tab so you can be part of the family. Hit the notification tab so you get notified whenever we come on, and hit the share button. Share, and share, okay? We're not playing. Wow, how are you doing? Sorry for the time, we kind of had some technical issues, but we're back live. We were like, no, we have to bring this show to you today, okay? So, yes, how was your week? Please, on the comment section, right there, type where you're watching from, who you are, and where you're watching from, so we can say hi to you, so we get an idea of who is watching us from where, because you never can tell these days. You got to know who's watching you, right? Okay. So, okay. The topic for today is very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. And the topic is, why I regret going to school. Is schooling necessary? Why I regret going to school. Is schooling necessary? So, in our world today, do you think schooling actually adds to your value or your worth as a person, or do you think that it's just a waste of your time? You can actually get educated somehow without going to school for it. Let's hear your thoughts. But in the first place, please, comment section. Make sure you type where you're watching this from, like, subscribe, and share. Importantly, share so that people can get to, know what you're doing and learn from you. Now, before I begin, I want to thank you for your subscription. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. You've brought us so far to 2,000, close to 2,300 subscribers. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Please, the best way to get us higher than 2,300 is by sharing this video so, people can subscribe and like and share. All right. First of all, my heart goes out to Ukraine, for what's happening in Ukraine. It's been a lot for them, especially in the cold, everything going on. Our heart goes out to them. Yes. Okay. So let's see who's in the comment section right now with us. Oh, we have Rachel in the house, everybody. She says, I can hear you. Love from California. Hi, Rachel. How are you doing? We also have Jacinta in the house. Jessie Charles from Nigeria, Abuja. Good evening, Minister Max. Hi, Jacinta. How are you doing? Yes. The subscriber count has it's going up. We keep getting, so please just keep sharing so we can keep going up there, okay? So what do you think about the topic, guys? What do you think about the topic? Topic for this week is schooling necessary? Is schooling necessary? Do you think going to school is a waste of your time and money, or do you think it's necessary that you actually go to school? Does your life depend on it? And in our course of conversation, we're going to have to break and show the difference between schooling and education, because those are two separate things that a lot of people seem to want to put together and jam together. So we have to also think about that, okay? So what is school? What is schooling? And what is education? Yeah, so get your comments coming in. We're going to appreciate that, okay? All right. Now, based on the topic, I would say it depends. It depends. It depends on what you're going to school for, and it depends on what you're going to use it for. A lot of people go to school these days and their degree is actually not what more than a job that someone will be doing and be getting paid for it, you know. But at the same time, what are you going to school for? Why are you going to school in the first place? Why? Why are you going to school? So before I continue to share my opinion, I would want us to go to the street. Let's go to the street and hear from some people out there and hear what they have to say about school, about is schooling necessary? The question, is schooling necessary? Let's hear what they have to say because, hey, it's important that we learn from them too. So let's hold on, not too fast. All right, now.
Chat room with Next. So, what do you think about this question? Is schooling necessary?
For some people, I think it's necessary.
For some people, it's necessary. And so, what about you?
For me, well, it's not necessary. It's not necessary for me.
It's not necessary for you. So, what are you doing in school if it's not necessary?
It's forced.
It's forced. Who forced you? Are you serious? So, Monty forced you to come to school?
Yeah.
So, why do you say that's kind of forcing you to school?
Because what I want to learn, what I want to do in future, I don't need school. I can, let's say, learn it from home, anywhere, like by myself. Yeah.
So, like, what do you want to be in future that you don't need to learn it in school?
Artist now.
You're an artist now, okay.
So I'm just here for to learn more. Thank you.
So you're just here to learn more. School is not your calling. What you want to do, you can also do it in the house, but so there's a but. Wow. All right. So thank you so much, Miracle.
Okay. So, from our first, the first one on the street, you heard what he said, right? He said schooling is not necessary for him, and she asked why, and he went further to say because of what he has to do, he doesn't think schooling is necessary. And what does he have to do? He's an artist. So is schooling necessary for artists? You watching me right now, is schooling necessary for you? Let's see you at the comment session, okay? We have a comment from Jacinta. She says, I think going to school is just a basic knowledge. With the amount of money people spend on going to school these days, do you think it's worth making it a basic knowledge? So if you have a child and your child is like, Mom, Dad, I don't want to go to school no more. I just want to learn what I have to learn. So, okay, now let me break this down for you, okay? Being educated is important. Being educated is priority, paramount. You got to be educated. How you get that education matters. Do you go to the four walls of a school to learn or to be educated? Or do you learn from hands-on from someone who would train you on that job for you to be educated on that thing? Okay, I for one, right? If my child comes to me and it's like that, I don't want to go to school anymore. I don't want to go to school. I want to become, let's say he says, I want to become this, but I don't want to go to school for it. I'm going to do it by just learning. Now it's different because you have to now ask the question, okay, why? What's actually not allowing you to go to school? Why don't you want to go to school? Is it the finances or what? Okay, a lot of people will go to school for courses that would not really get them marketable. And when they do that, they graduate, they now have a job that is not paying them well, and they now feel like their degree is a waste of time and money. That's one. A lot of people would also go to school, and when they're done going to school, because of what they studied in school, the market is saturated, and they don't seem to find a job. And they're home sitting with their degrees in their hands and not being able to find a job. Why do you go to school in the first place? Why do you go to school in the first place? You go to school because you want to learn. And when you learn, you want to apply what you've learned in the real world. That would make you a living. You earn a living from that, right? Okay. Here in the United States, there are some top professions that going to school will actually pay you well for. And there are some that you will go to the school and you finish and you would be someone that did not even go to school will be making more money than you. So I think it's a personal thing. I think it's personal. It depends on what you're actually going for, what your pocket is saying at that time. Would you want to go to school and acquire a lot of student loans for a course that you will just sit down at home and you're not getting nothing for it? Think about it. Let's see. Comment section. Okay. Tina Fox is in the house, everybody. Tina Fox says, school no be scam. School no be scam. Okay, she says school is not a scam. Yes, I do understand. But also, in the first place, think about it this way. The books we read in school, the lessons we get to go through in school, the things that are taught in school, how did they get there? How did they get there? If doctor was here, she would want to hit me on the head with all her, but I'm glad she's not here. She's backstage. So she can't hit me right now. So I'll be bringing doctor on so she can answer the question first if schooling is necessary. And then when she does, we'll talk a little bit and then we'll go back to the street to hear from some other folks. Okay? So everybody, welcome to the show, Dr. Tolu. Doctor. Doctor, welcome to the show, man.
Oh, thank you. Sorry I'm late. I had some emergency visitors, but I took an excuse, so here I am. I am glad to be here with you.
Welcome. So, Doctor.
Yes, sir.
I was giving my 2 cents. I don't know if you were listening.
No, I didn't catch it, so do be so kind as to repeat it.
No way. No way.
That says to me that is mischief right there. I hear
Okay.
mischief.
Okay, so when we started, right, I told everybody they would need to understand the difference between schooling and education.
Ooh, okay.
They are two different
I
things.
see we're starting with violence.
Yes, we have to. There's violence everywhere in the world right now.
Okay.
Yes.
All
So
right.
we have to differentiate that because a lot of people would say schooling is education, which clearly is not. Now, I also told them they need to know the reason why they're going to school, what they're going to school for.
Okay.
And the money they're going to be spending is going to be what that schooling, because a lot of people get to acquire a lot of student loan debt. And at the end of the day, they will sit down and be working a job that it's not even able to even service that debt at all. Not
Okay.
even a job at all. Some will go to school, graduate, and the job, the reason they went to school is not applicable, so they don't get a job.
Okay.
Or the competition is too much. So that's what I was saying so far. So, Doctor, over to you. Is schooling necessary?
Whew. Okay. First of all, off the bat, my off the cuff answer is yes. If we include primary, secondary, and or tertiary or vocational.
Okay, shed more light on that.
Yes, because the ancient Greeks, when they started formal schooling, they called it a liberal arts education for a reason. It was literally supposed to liberate the mind, enable the mind to think, enable the mind to travel in different directions. That's what education, that's what the liberal education was for. Now, whether that is still the case today is another matter altogether.
Oh, yeah.
But the origin of a liberal arts education, which started from primary school, it did not start at the university level. Because if a person did not learn how to think when they are young, it is kind of hard to start training them to do that when they're in university.
True.
So is schooling necessary? Yes, I totally believe it. For the function of being able to enable the mind travel in different spaces. There are just some things that are unnecessarily hard if you haven't been educated.
Hmm.
It is just what it is.
Okay. So what would you say? Because I am of the opinion that education and schooling and school are two different things.
I agree. Schooling should lead to an education.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you think that someone can get educated without actually going to school?
I do. I do. Decades ago, it would have been hard, not impossible, hard. But in these days of the internet, in these days of Web 3.0, yes, you can get an education without going to school.
So now my question again to you is schooling necessary?
Yes, because remember I said I'm including primary, secondary, tertiary.
Okay. So up to what level do you think is necessary?
Oh, primary and secondary, definitely.
Why?
Good. Because you are building a foundation. A tertiary education, post-secondary education is like putting the roof on a house. What are you going to put the roof on if you do not have the foundation and the walls?
True.
So primary education is the foundation, the secondary is the walls, the rooms, the furnishings, whatever. But the tertiary and the post-secondary are like the roof.
Okay. So you might not need that roof. You can design anything you want to put on top of the foundation.
You and I know you need a roof.
Yeah, you can design whatever kind of roof at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, if the point is that you do not need to go to university.
Mhm.
In these days, apparently you don't need to. You know, you've heard of Google University. You know, there's YouTube, there's Google, there are all kinds of places where you can get an education. You can get skills, marketable skills
Yeah.
that enable you to be relevant in this society. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right, let's take some comments and then we'll now go to the street and hear what people have to say. We have a comment from Jessica. She says sometimes it is not just cures okay the study, but here in Nigeria, after schooling, no job, even with your 2.1 GPA, yet there is still no job. Okay. Jessica says, welcome.
There we go.
So
Thank you, man.
I'll preach. You man, welcome to the show, man. He says literally elevate the mind.
Boom. Yes.
Jacinta says, is education and schooling the same? No, we've already separated those already.
Yeah.
And Jacinta says schooling is necessary because that's the foundation. Yes. So is schooling necessary? Anyway, let's hit the streets and then we shall come back. We shall come back.
Okay.
We shall come back. But in the meantime, let's hear what they have to say.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, my name is Jacinta. I'm from chat room with Max.
Okay,
So are you in school right now? Are you schooling or not?
I'm a student here.
So what do you think about this question? Is schooling necessary?
Man, I don't think it's necessary.
You don't think it's necessary?
Yeah.
So what are you doing here?
For me, it is, but not for everyone.
For you, it's not necessary.
Yes,
But-
because even without school, I can still do my normal things and then be okay. Okay, I'm a hype man.
You're a hype man.
Yeah. Okay, school helps me with, like English and other things.
Oh, the school helps
and then
you.
there are courses like presentation that I
Okay.
do in school, so school also helps my work.
So is schooling necessary?
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, hype man.
Okay. We just had what this gentleman, the hype man, had to say on the street. I think he actually just put some butter on what we've been talking about.
That's one way to put it.
He said he just needs it for some, which I can relate, foundation.
Yes.
But what
The thing about education is, it depends on your calling in life.
yes.
There are some places, there's some spaces you cannot operate in without a tertiary education. As in, not only will you not be comfortable in that space, you will not even have the substance to add to what is going on there. Now, like this gentleman said, it's not for everyone. There's some people where what they need to do does not require a tertiary education.
True.
In the world of business, lots of millionaires, lots of billionaires don't have a tertiary education because that's not necessary for what it is they have to do. But guess what? Once they start in the world of business, at some point, they return to school.
Oh, yeah.
Because remember what I said, education is for the liberating, the equipping, the elevating of the human mind. And different facets of education cater to different things. But the goal is to elevate your mind in the direction of where you need to go. So there's some spaces you can't function in if you do not have that level of education that you need. Yeah, if I take as an example, this well-beloved star, Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal. Brother went back to school to get his PhD after making his millions. And when they asked him why, I remember one of those interviews, he said that when clubs or endorsements or whatever it is, when they talk, it's like they were talking at him and then they would speak to his agents as though, you know, he was intellectually retarded or something. And he had just had enough of it. He said, okay, you know what? I'm going to go to school, learn yours language. Now you talk to me. So when they speak, he understands what they were saying. You can't fault the man. So you can definitely know that it's not because he's in need of money. Nobody realized that he needed the sort of education that will elevate his mind to the place where he can be an active participant in his own business.
So, in other words, are you saying that let me steal your style today? You can actually have the baby to pull.
Late. I'm hearing. I'm listening.
Are you saying that one should go to school just because they want to be educated and not because of what they will get from it?
No, my goodness, no, not at all.
Just taking this because of the example you gave, Shaq.
Far from it. Far from it. You should get an education to help you in the direction in which your life is going.
Okay.
And you should get an education to enable you participate in the direction of your own life.
Okay. So let's take this comment real quick. Rachel Pearl says, yes, doctor, they end up going back to school and also only, okay, she will complete that. Yeah, they end up going back to school. But what would you say about parents that want to force their children to go to school, even though the child does not want to go to school? I would play a video for you and then you will comment on that.
Okay.
Video, but let me play it again just for those that missed it.
Okay.
So this is it.
My name is Jacinta, chat room with Max. So what do you think about this question? Is schooling necessary?
For some people, I think it's necessary.
For some people, it's necessary. And so, what about you?
For me, well, it's not necessary. It's not necessary for me.
It's not necessary for you. So, what are you doing in school if it's not necessary?
It's forced.
It's forced. Who forced you? Are you serious? So, Monty forced you to come to school?
Yeah.
So, why do you see that's kind of forcing you to school?
Because what I want to learn, what I want to do in future, I don't need school. I can, let's say, learn it from home, anywhere, like by myself. Yeah.
So, like, what do you want to be in future that you don't need to learn in the school?
Artist now.
You're an artist now, okay.
So, I'm just here to learn more. Thank you.
So, you're just here to learn more. School is not your calling. What you want to do, you can also do it in the house, but. So, there's a but. Wow. All right.
So, what do you think?
Very interesting.
We have a lot of people that would recognize that right now.
Okay. Now, allow me to ask a question so that I can adequately address this. When you began your question, I thought the direction you were going was, how about the people whose parents forced them, particularly in the Nigerian African setting? How about the people whose parents forced them to go study something they didn't want to study originally? And now there's this other case of, oh, I want to be an artist. My question would have been, what is he studying in that school now?
Yeah.
That he's been forced to attend. But other than that, particularly in the world of the arts, very few artists are so gifted that without any sort of training, any sort of augmentation of their natural talents, they would blow you away.
True.
Most people, particularly in the world of arts, need some sort of training. So
Yeah.
my suspicion is that that young man is probably studying something that has zero to do with arts.
Hmm.
That's the only way that that conversation would make sense to me. I think they probably got him to study something else that has zero to do with the arts that he wants to do. He will probably be better served studying visual arts or something like that will help him in his course of study. I hope that helps.
Well, I for one. I'm going to give this personal experience, right? I love music. I've always loved music right from when I was born. In fact, when I was born, when normal children will be crying, yeah, 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 mine will be yeah,
Oh Lord.
Right.
It's okay.
So when I got to choose, I wanted to go to a school of music
Okay.
to study music, but my dad was like, "Mr. Man,
No such things.
no way.
Thou shalt not think such thoughts.
Music is a gift. It's a talent God blessed you with. You can do that effortlessly.
Mm-hmm.
You can learn on your own to build that. But you need to go to school for something that would serve as a backup, something that would provide for you when your talent is not. So I got thinking, and I've seen a lot of people that went to school of music and they are really good, but they play in the subway. Really making that much money. Most people will go to music school just for the connection. And damned be you if you don't get the right one. Because that whole money you spent and time to be playing in bars, which is not a bad thing, but come on, is it giving you that much money that you want? It's a road to somewhere. How long will it take? So now, to this guy, his parents made him go to school. He didn't want to go, but they made him go to school. I believe it's every parent's, it falls within every parent's right to set their children up for success.
Yes.
Position them well in a way that when they are out of your hands or your house, able to stand on their own.
Their own. Yes.
A lot
Agreed.
of parents will be like, "Oh, you don't want to go to school? Cool, no problem." But actually, is your child making that right decision at that age, at that time, for the right reason, or just because his friends did not want to go to school? You know?
Okay.
Let's take one or two comments and then we'll continue. So, comment from El Preach. He says, benefiting from a school is dependent on the individual.
Oh,
Very true.
totally.
Yeah.
Totally, yes.
Like one of my teachers in school, for those of you that will know her, Mrs. Chima, she will say, it's one thing for you to go through school and another thing for school to go through you.
Nigerian teachers say that a lot, yes.
Some people will go through school. The school is not them at all, you know. So yes, I agree with your comment, El Preach. Olivia says education is necessary. Schooling is not so much, especially in Nigeria where you will not get a job anyways. Now everybody's bringing up Nigeria. Doctor, you know one thing I don't like Nigeria for?
Tell me, please.
I finished secondary school. I applied to a university to study let's say computer science, or to study medicine, or to study law. And then those people, the university, think they have the right to channel your destiny to wherever they want your destiny to go. They will come, instead of them to give you the law or the medicine you applied for, they will come and give you English, or they will come and give you geography, something totally unrelated. And now, if you don't take it, you get to stay at home and begin
For another year, yes.
another year. And then they will give you another thing. Mine, I applied for computer science. They gave me geography. I had to go and start geography, even though I hated geography. every area of the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but now if that should happen, what do you think the person should do? Should the person just keep going to the school or just not and keep trying?
I believe in motion.
Hmm.
Yes, particularly in one's youth, because there's something, unless the person has something planned specifically
Mhm.
that they're going to be doing if they do not take up that offer.
Hmm.
Now, I understand that the Nigerian situation is unique in its craziness, in the chaos, particularly in the educational sector. I understand that. Nevertheless, I would start that course, and then there's nothing that prevents you from applying the second year while you are in that course.
And then if you get that one, you get to start afresh and waste the money you've
No,
paid.
not really. See, everything is not about money.
Huh?
Everything is not about money. Sometimes it's about the experience.
Listen, people, doctor must have come from a very rich and wealthy family.
No, no, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. But I am telling you, everything is not about money. But like I said, I admit that the Nigerian situation is crazy and unique and chaotic. I
And then
admit.
the worst of it is when you graduate as a chemist or as a doctor,
Mhm.
they now give you a job in the bank. That's the only place you can find a job.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It really is just,
Doctor and chemistry with banking.
is deep. It's very deep. Yes.
So,
I understand the Nigerian situation is like that.
so in that kind of
very
Nigerian situation, do you think going to school is necessary? At least we've established that going for the major ones, primary, secondary, yeah.
Mhm.
Do you think going to a university school is necessary?
At this point, if you have to pay through your nose and auction off your life to do it, no. That is why Google exists now.
Mm.
Yeah. But like I said, it depends on where you want to go and what it is what it is you want to do with your life.
Very
But if it's particularly in the tech space,
Mhm.
fintech, health tech, you may not need a university education.
Listen, people, the world has evolved.
Yeah.
Like Doctor started, she said, education from the very beginning is to liberate the mind. Now you don't even need to go anywhere to get your mind liberated. You
Yep.
can liberate your mind in your house right there. Like you have no idea how many things I've learned from YouTube. YouTube, I've learned how to install walls in house. I've learned how to install ceiling. And I did not. I didn't go to school for it. I
Yeah.
went for nothing. Not for what do they call it?
Yeah. I don't know, like a handyman, a contractor, a builder.
Not for a hair, not for a builder or contractor. Let's take this comment and then we'll continue. Rachel says, Doctor, you want to read it?
Yes. At first, I thought I could get my education from the school of life, but I changed my mind that I wasn't using much and chose a career in nursing. And that led me to many years of university study. I needed to use my fine mind. Yep. Always depends on where it is you need to go, what it is you need to do.
It could have also anyway. I guess when the era she's talking about, the technology has not gotten this sophisticated yet.
See, the thing about learning on your own though is, do you have the discipline and the drive to do that? Part of what a tertiary education does for you is that you're acquiring that education also in tandem with other people. So hopefully you are learning from the faculty and learning from your classmates. That is one thing grad school taught me, and I'm very grateful for it.
I'm in grad school right now, right? And I'm doing the online version. And you get to learn everything yourself. Few materials and things to use, and you will learn it yourself. So what will stop me from, instead of the school I'm going to, but learning from other sources too?
Because see, if you frequently don't have that learning in tandem with other minds. See, because you're in a program right now, you are required, I hope you're required to post comments.
Oh,
You are
yeah.
required, yes, exactly. That's what I mean. You get to read other people's comments. Folk like to reply, you reply. That's what I mean. You are learning in tandem with them as you are learning from your faculty.
Well, see, so let's take this. God, we have some comments coming in. El Preaches.
A gift or talent is not a yardstick for laziness.
True.
Do what you have to do and make your dream count, even with an education. Amen.
Yep, and that's a perfect example is me and Shaq. That's why I had to put myself in there.
Yes, 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 indeed.
Oh yeah. Olivia says,
I say educate yourself, get your secondary education done, then go make money, go back to school later for more liberation. Unless your parents are rich, then suit yourself. That's not a bad idea, actually. That's not a bad model.
it's not at all.
That's not a bad
She
model.
furthermore says,
My brother has been writing jam for 2 years because they want to force him to do something he doesn't want to study. He's now a licensed fashion designer while waiting to get in. Bravo.
wow.
See, he's not just sitting around doing nothing. Yeah.
Just this time he was actively busy doing something with his life. And that is what I think a lot of youths these days need to understand. Don't just sit around waiting for the government to do something listen, Amazon did not just start because the person was the most educated person. No, all these super businesses that came up, people need those things. So all you have to do, just sit down and think, what do people need? What do people need? So before we come back, we're going to come back, take the next video. But in the meantime, please don't forget to like where you're watching this from. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Do not forget to hit the notification tab so you get notified when we come on. And lastly, don't forget to share. Sharing is caring, as I always say. As they always say, and then I stole it. Well, whoever said it, thank you. Let's take this video, and then we would come back. So let's go.
Okay, I'm from chat room with Max. Is schooling necessary? Actually, it is. Okay, yeah. So tell me. For me, I see education as another thing that you need. Will I say a backup plan now? Because in our country today, you can't really depend on the certificate today with the way things are going. So it's good to create a balance. While you still pursuing your education, you also have something doing. So education is actually necessary. Okay. Oh, wow. And even currently in school, I still do these things to make extra money for myself.
Okay, so that makes school necessary.
It makes school necessary.
Okay. What do you think? I have my own comment already, but what do you think?
Well, I am with her. Remember what she said? The way the economy is, she's speaking from Nigeria, and the economic reality is that for a lot of people, a degree really doesn't help them do what it is they want to do. But see, I maintain that there's some ways your mind cannot function unless you have had some sort of training.
Yeah.
It is just what it is, and the reason why I said so is something that really pricks me, that I'm very passionate about, is when particularly in relationships, when you see a man who is married to a highly educated woman, unless he's very secure in himself, they will have issues.
Oh yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Okay, let me give you this example, doctor. In the past, nurses did not need to go to school.
True. When Miss Nightingale started, no, they didn't.
All they needed was just the training. So you needed someone with a passion to be trained. It did not matter if the person went to school at all. But that training was what was needed at that time.
No, that was their education.
That was their education. But they did not need schooling.
Yeah. It was more like an apprenticeship.
Yeah. Don't you think that that's how a lot of these professions that we have to go to school for nowadays started?
No, I agree, particularly in the noble professions, medicine, law, the clergy. You essentially had to learn under someone before you were licensed, to go be on your own. That's how most professions, the builders, the plumbers, the artists, the masons, the stonemasons. That's how a lot of those things started. You have to learn from an expert, from a master.
Yeah.
And then they certify you and say, oh, you've learned enough. You can go, you can branch out on your own.
Can we call that a form of schooling?
But of course.
Okay. So, do you think that someone can still utilize such technique in our world today? You get somebody who is highly skilled and knowledgeable, someone who actually went to school, and you learn under that person to get that. But I think the only problem there is you will not be able to get the certificate.
See, in those days, your oga, your master, the person you were learning under, could individually award you a license and say, no, you are licensed to go practice. But because of the way the world is right now, there are organizational bodies whose business it is to ensure that you do not practice without a license.
Yeah.
So no, it won't work. Besides, knowledge is so diversified. Remember when medicine and nursing started, we didn't have knowledge of DNA and all those things. Yes, you could learn anatomy, but it was literally like there's a word for it. You could only learn gross anatomy.
Yeah.
And then hundreds of years passed, then histology came along, then hundreds of years passed, and then microbiology and all the stuff came along. Now we're dealing at the ribosomal level. So no, yeah.
Okay. So I am a nurse, so I went through nursing school. But the COVID period actually opened my eyes to some things. So in nursing school, they get to drill you very hard, like this to kill you with schoolwork, clinicals, and all that. Now, during the COVID period, we that were so unfortunate not to go to school during the COVID period, I call it unfortunate because the ones that went to school during the COVID period did not even have to go for clinicals in order to graduate. So that means there is knowledge somewhere that someone knows that these people would learn on the job. But
I don't want to be their patient.
Say that again.
I don't want to be their patient.
I know.
I don't even want my enemy to be their patient. No. There's stuff
right, because you're right, because I've seen evidence of the real skill, the skill that they need to function with at first.
Yeah.
At first, when they come out, they don't have.
Yeah. They will soon realize their want. Yeah.
So let's take some few comments and then we'll call it a day. Ooh, got a lot. Okay. Let's begin with let's take this one from Olivia. She says,
if I do online school, now fail be that. I need to be in a classroom with people. Kudos to you, Minister Mex.
I think it's all about, prioritizing, dedication. You have to, if you're doing online, right? If you're doing online, there's a lot of distraction. A lot. You will sit down and want to do something, and something is popping up there. You are doing this, you're doing that because you are home.
That's why you should know yourself.
Exactly. That's why you will fail if she tries it.
Exactly. Not to thy own self be true.
And she had to confess it.
In public.
Gotta
hand it to her. That's some bravery right there.
But let me post it again.
I like an honest person. I do. I appreciate that.
Oh yes, we appreciate that. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you. So in a nutshell, what would you advise a person who after going to school realized that he or she wasted his or her time?
Oh no. I do not believe education is wasted. I do not believe knowledge is wasted. It might not come in ready use right now. There's stuff I learned in medical school that I've not had anything to do with in how many years.
Hmm.
But I do not believe. See, something that happens.
Okay,
Picture
doctor,
elastic.
before you go deeper, let me finish my statement.
Okay, all right.
Aha. Let me continue from he or she wasted their time
Mhm.
because they cannot seem to find a job
Mhm.
with what they learned from,
Mhm.
or even the job that they got. The person that did not go to school that is working right there in the same company is
Mhm.
making even more money than them.
Mhm.
What do you have to say to that person?
As I was saying before you added your addendum,
There you go.
I do not believe any knowledge is wasted, particularly if they truly invested themselves in that education.
Mm.
I do not believe any knowledge is wasted. As I was saying, that education is like applying pressure to an elastic band. Once you stretch it, it can't go back to the original place where it was before. And that's why I do not believe any education, any knowledge is wasted.
Yeah.
Now, because of maybe the Nigerian setting where it is hard for most graduates to get a job, it might appear that all of that was a waste of time. But to me, if you look at life as glass is half full versus half empty,
Mhm.
they can choose to acquire new skills that will help them in where they are now. I am telling you, a tertiary education, you are not the same as a person that did not acquire it.
Yeah.
You're just not the same.
Yeah. And you guys know I'm full of examples, right? So back in Nigeria, I studied computer science. I came to the US, and you know how the US does with the whole certificate from Nigeria. So it was
Mhm.
going to be a waste of my time um, going back to computer science here. So I decided to switch to nursing. Now, after doing my bachelor's in nursing, I had to now do a certificate program in nursing informatics
Mhm.
to bridge my education from my prior life
Mhm.
education right now.
Mhm.
And now just look at it. Everything is going online now. You can visit a patient virtually. Like
Mhm. Yes.
you can like have patients come in and that's your office online
Mhm.
office and you get paid for it. So
Mhm.
as doctor said, no knowledge is wasted. So education learned from school, as long as you apply yourself to it, as doctor also says,
Mhm.
wasted. It's gonna come in handy someday. But me, I'm still thinking about this thing. How will I finish school and then sit down and there's no job and I spent a lot of money and I have student loans to pay and it's not matching up?
Mm. Okay. There is an how do I, well, let's start from well, I'm trying to see the best way to approach it.
Mhm.
For people, when you have student loans,
Mhm.
your immediate need, regardless of whatever period you have to defer,
Yeah.
your immediate need is to make money.
Mhm.
If you're talking about America, there are jobs.
Mm.
There are jobs. You may not like the kind of job there is, but there are jobs. This is the one place
But
where there are jobs.
those jobs are not are not the jobs you actually went to school for.
See, right now, you're trying to do is get rid of those because you're talking about interest loans.
Yeah.
And the longer you defer the beginning of payment, the more you are acquiring. And these are front end interest loans. See, that's a whole nother discussion for another day.
Mhm.
You want to get, because once you start paying student loans, what you're doing is paying the interest on the loans on the front end.
Mhm.
It will take you a little bit of time before you actually begin to attack the principal. So while you may not get a job right now for the thing you went to study, you want a job so that you can put this thing down.
Yeah.
You can begin to chip off at the loan while you work out other options. If you live in America, there are jobs.
Mm.
There are jobs.
Yeah. So, what do you have to say as your parting word for everybody watching this and that would watch this
I usually have the same thing to say.
when it relates to the question of the deal, is schooling necessary?
Yes, schooling is necessary. Educate yourself. Read. There are free courses you can take online. There are free books you can read. There's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't be educated in this day and age. There's no reason why you shouldn't be culturally aware of different cultures. I hope y'all are, trying to educate yourself about different cultures.
Mm.
Because, like I said, there's some spaces you cannot operate in without a proper education. That's it.
Mm. Okay. And for me, I would say, if you ask me, is schooling necessary? I will tell you yes. Up to an extent, it is. And the
Mm,
reason why I say up to an extent it is because in our world today, you can put in so many things as a school,
mhm.
even though it's not your traditional.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So think about what you want to do. Think about your interest. I'm not telling you to think about just your talent and your gift alone.
Hmm.
Because if you're thinking about your talent and your talent might be, your gift might be to just, what's one gift that I know that,
Cook jollof rice.
thank you. That's a good gift because I will eat it.
Awesome gift. Oh, you're not the one cooking it, you're the one eating it. Okay.
Okay.
All
Now,
right.
you have a gift to cook jollof rice or a gift to cook. Think about it. Which going to school, we're going to school after your whole primary and tertiary and secondary, will going to your traditional university help you in your cooking business? I
If
would
it's a biz admin degree, maybe.
exactly a business admin degree will teach you marketing and all those good stuff. But you can also learn those things on your own. I'm sorry, doctor. Yes, you can.
I just knew you were going to say that.
Yes.
Don't worry.
You can
Today I came in peace. We are not fighting today.
thank you for fighting me. But yes, think about it. Think about if what you are going for,
Yeah.
you'll be able to learn on your own. If it's something that you would require a license to operate, then you should know that schooling for you is necessary. There is no way you can avoid it. You can go and sit under a professional licensed person and still you will not get that license. Gone are those days. So think about what you have to do,
Mhm.
what you need to do before you actually do it. Don't just write off schooling. Don't write off whatever you have to go for, and don't just sit down and wait for things to fall and align in its place for you before you take actions. You want to be proactive. Think ahead, plan ahead, and do what you have to do. Doctor, thank you very much for coming on the show today. It was nice having you.
My
Well,
pleasure. Thank you for having me. This was good.
thank you. You want to know
Ooh,
what topic next week will be, Doctor?
can I? I want to say one more thing.
Go
I'm
ahead.
not sure who it is, but this idea just dropped in my mind
Mhm.
when we were talking about jollof rice.
Yes.
If you live in America, there's no reason why your jollof rice should not be in Costco shelves. Just a thought.
That's Olivia, Livy's kitchen.
Whoever it is, there's no reason why your jollof rice
Huh.
shouldn't be in Costco shelves. I'm just saying.
If they can have things like sardines and all those things,
Yes, they have beef patties in the freezer. There's no reason why jollof rice should not be in their freezer.
in
I'm
fact,
just saying.
your jollof rice can also be packaged somehow like noodles. That all they just need to do is 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
That's it. Now we're cooking with grease. Now we're
When
talking.
listen, people, when you begin that business idea, make sure you give us our cut because you see us, Doctor originally, but us, it's gonna be 50-50.
I am perfectly willing to share. Perfectly willing.
Okay. So let's see. Someone just wrote a comment. Oh yeah, it's her. She said, okay, doctor. So yes,
Do
there's
it, sis.
a reason why your jollof or whatever you're doing cannot be on the shelf. Think about it. Thank you very much, everybody. Please share this video. Share, 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 share. We're not playing, okay? Thank you for coming, doctor. We appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Till we meet next week. Oh, the topic for next week.
I'm all ears.
Should a should a guy should a boyfriend or a girlfriend assume the responsibilities of their partners before they get married? Financial responsibilities.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Yeah, so
Checkingtables.com.
there you go. Guess who just joined now?
Tell me.
Take a wild guess.
Samsoft or Coach Lillian?
Doctor, I say take one wild guess. You are giving me all the guesses that could
Oh,
be.
yeah, sorry. Samsoft.
Fine. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to have some sort of really, really quick for 2 minutes just to ask him what he thinks about the question. And then we'll kick him out. He's
Yeah,
busy at work. He just joined in from work, which is very important. We can't allow him to go just like that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Welcome to Chat Room with Mex, my banter partner who is now almost becoming former banter partner. Samson!
Is a former, be careful.
Okay.
Be careful before I lay my legs on you.
Please don't lay legs. If you lay
Ooh,
legs,
that's deep.
I'll lay my head on you.
Doctor said that's deep.
The very deep.
Doctor, before, let us not allow doctor to analyze that deepness.
I know. Welcome to the show, sir. Welcome to the show. Real quick. What do
I
you
miss
think?
you guys, though.
Yeah, miss you too. Glad to see you.
Yeah.
Of course, the first person that would say something, Jacinta. Oh, my daddy is here. Whatever.
Don't be jealous, Minister Max. Do not be jealous.
Whatever. Your daddy is out of here in 2 minutes. Your daddy will not make us go more than 1 hour on this show.
Such wowulence.
Okay. Samson, sir, what do you think about the question? Is schooling necessary?
Schooling is very important, and it depends on your definition for schooling. I know you guys have talked so much about it and touched it, and my own take on that is that schooling has so many formalities and definitions, and every way of form of education can be a form of schooling. Like some people go to like in Africa, Nigeria now, like some people say, like a mechanic, that is a school, that's form of education. Like you see the Igbos, they have people, they are trained for their business, that's another form of schooling too. So I see that as it's important to be schooled, because information brings transformation. If you are not informed, you become deformed.
Preach it.
He has come again. He has come.
I knew from that look on your face that something was coming.
Thank you. Rachel says hi, Samsoft. Olivia says, please, let's talk about this business. So I want to get jollof rice and so many more. School, but all of them. Okay. So, doctor, we'll have to sign some business deals later.
Yeah. We can talk about it offline.
Yes, we'll talk about
I thought, what did I miss?
Okay, so Doctor and I. Oh no, let me switch it.
So you have joined doctor's analysis.
I and doctor came up with a plan. There's no reason why people that like to cook, like especially jollof rice, why their jollof rice cannot be on the shelf of Costco.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah,
you can see where that was wrong.
As in,
I understand, and I know where that one is going.
Where's the audience? This audience should be clapped. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah. There's no reason not to.
There's no reason.
Yeah.
We'll talk later about that, where we shall sign this thing. She also said, should I send my number? Americans will love my food.
Now you're talking, sis.
Yeah.
Now you're talking.
Don't worry.
Oh, she's looking for promo, Abby.
Don't mind that. She's looking for she did not do.
No,
she's looking
to
for
start doing what you used to do. If not,
she's looking for direction.
We will not patronize you.
I know. Rachel says education brings transformation. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So, Samson, thank you very much for coming on the show. Healthy Jessie Chops is clapping and
yes.
She joined with her YouTube account.
Okay.
You better subscribe. I don't think you're subscribed to this channel. We already have 100 subscribers.
That shall not threaten the people of God.
Exactly. That the finger be like okay, we cannot say that guy will be saying the trouble now for the world.
Gyeong.
I'm soft.
The
You are
Lord
better.
sees you.
You are better than him, so I cannot make a comparison with you and him.
My brother
Mm.
is better than me. Oh. I will not.
No, you are better than him. Oh.
What do you mean? Somebody like president, big president for that matter.
Very soon, they will not hear his name again.
Okay, who's advertising who now? Come, Rachel. For you to advertise anybody, you will have to pay advertising fee. She has not advertised anything on this show yet. At least leave this kitchen.
What is she advertising right now again?
She's trying to advertise Jacinta.
Okay, but Jacinta is already a member of this team, so
Don't mind Mr. Max. So I don't understand what the beef is about.
What do you mean? Come, business is business, so forget that thing.
Jacinta is a staff.
Business
She's a staff member.
So because I'm the owner of a store and a staff member in my store, that staff member eating my food.
Staff always have benefits.
Not that kind of you have benefit, but up to a level.
So
you are supposed to spend 2 minutes.
I'm just over here watching both of you.
Doctor, I'm sorry for Samsov's intrusion. He just
you know, sir, you speak the English, speak out.
Don't mind him.
Samsov, don't let me speak Chinese to you now.
Exactly. You
speak Chinese, you will not like it because you will not understand what I'm saying.
There shall be an interpreter.
Okay, Jessica says, yes, my daddy is here. Okay, you see, there we go. So let me just.
He said, I am feeling it.
No, sorry, she didn't say I am feeling it. You are making me bring up this comment now. She didn't say I am feeling it. She said, yes, my daddy is here. I am feel it.
Thou shalt not be jealous. Let He's jealous.
Don't make me do things.
He's a very wicked man.
Don't make me do things like that.
Yeah, being jealous. That's what it is.
Do things like that.
No, it's wicked man.
You to go and find a daughter, Abby.
What we said? You
to go and find a daughter. Who be happy.
You don't hear that word before.
He didn't get it.
He didn't get it.
You to go and find your own spiritual daughter.
Very good. Chicken now.
Okay, thank you for that recommendation.
Yes, indeed. I am very glad.
Jessica corrected herself. She said, I can feel it.
There we go. Enemies.
I can still go back to the former comment and still post it.
I tell you this guy now.
We're praying for him.
He's related to that.
Since people are praying for me, let me give you a prayer request, prayer point. Pray that God will give me more, lift me higher and higher and higher. Okay?
No. We're asking for Christian graces to be bestowed upon you.
I have plenty of grace. Don't worry.
No. I said no. I did not say grace. I said Christian graces. That's two different things.
I'm talking about Sister Grace. Plenty of them.
No, you need the grace so that you need the grace so that you'll not be disgraced.
I give up. I give up. I give up. There's nothing to be done. Carry on.
How disgrace take concern with Dr. Talk now? Ladies and gentlemen, if we don't end this show right now, we will not leave here. Okay. See you next. So what do you think about the topic for next week?
That's going to be an interesting one. So that you guys should make sure you tune in and invite your friends in advance.
Yeah,
it's going to be great, man.
Thank you very much, everybody, for coming on the show. God bless you. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Samsoft. Samsoft, it's not fair. Don't do that next time. You just come in 2 minutes to the end of the show and you want to now hit me and throw jabs. You don't do that. Next time you do that, I will make sure the internet will just block you.
You get locked, say, make a no talk. see you where you want random show. You want to start another topic, Abi?
Okay. People actually did not say anything about what's going on in Ukraine and Russia. We need to.
And then I say, that means you they try to behave like that, brother.
Oh, there's a brother now. Okay.
Do you want you point finger like the guy with that place they call Russia?
Is it that gospel artist in Russia?
If that guy sing gospel, wow. You think they wrong though?
So why are you discriminating?
I know discriminate. I just saying that if you sing gospel, it will be rugged.
Doctor, you can see I'm not the one that is looking for trouble. All I said was,
You started it.
Exactly.
you see why Samson should not be coming on the show again.
Wait, what?
Because Doctor will always cite Samson. Doctor, why?
But guess what?
You know what?
You don't have any
The
choice.
thing I said that you just leave him. I like, you see, she has done it again. The thing that just don't be commenting. Don't be commenting. She said that he just leave him.
It was a typo.
It was a typo.
She didn't write it was a typo. She said, leave him.
I am telling you, it's a typo.
It's a typo.
You're just jealous. Go get your own daughter.
No, man, no.
The network was hitting Max today. Actually, that's true. The network was
There we go.
but that's not what she typed. But the network was hitting me. We came on and then had to log off and we did everything again because
That thing was still disturbing even before you started. Remember?
Okay, guys, I gotta run.
All right, Doctor, thank you very much. We appreciate you.
My pleasure.
Doctor, God bless you.
God bless you too.
Doctor, just pray for some stuff because I'll be shipping him to Ukraine.
It will. Okay.
That means immediately I get there, the war is going to stop. She don't run. She don't run.
Okay.
When you hear Ukraine,
Iran.
why would they fear Ukraine? People don't like to settle the matter.
Some soft. We'll make this show go. Okay, let's take the show to 1 hour 20 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So
Who is still in the house?
we still have everybody. Absolutely.
Okay.
If you are still in the house, just type I'm here. Okay, if you're in the house, type I'm here. Come on. If you're in the house, type I'm here so we can continue. If you don't type I'm here, we'll just end. If you're
Exactly. We just
on a
round
replay,
up now.
yeah,
They
just
know your stuff there. Yeah, we'll just round up.
I know we'll just round up and wrap up with prayer.
Exactly. I collect offering. We need to collect offering for this show.
I know, man. Boys on the hungry.
Libby's Kitchen. You have not started did you forget your ministry?
Jacinta says I'm here.
Oh,
Libby's
good. Libby's Kitchen, I think she's still there.
in business now.
What did you talk?
She said, Libby's Kitchen said, I'm here thinking business now.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a good one. It's good to think business. Libby's Kitchen, when are you hosting chat room?
Exactly. You haven't done that for a while.
Yeah, you've not done that for a while. Don't worry, Jacinta will host chat room when we go to Nigeria.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, or when she comes here to visit. She should be coming very soon now. Be some soft.
Yes.
So Libby's Kitchen is calling your name, Sam Soft. That means
What did I do?
Rachel says I'm here. Okay. Hi, Rachel. Oh, I know you're here. So yes, Sam Soft.
Yes.
Let's talk about Russia. What do you think? Okay, Rachel says here. What do you think can be done to stop what's going on right now in Ukraine?
I'm sure America is doing their best to see if how this thing to stop, by sanctioning that guy. They've sanctioned, man. Those guys, their money don't come. Their money is worse than naira. No. But yet, nothing is still happening.
You see,
we hope that this thing stops quick. A lot of lives are dying.
When you plan to do something like that, you plan well. And I think they don't plan on where. They don't need any in. You see, Russia, right? From what I was reading one day, Russia has the best internet system in the world. They have their own internet. And they can pretty much, the world can disconnect from Russia, but Russia will still be on its own existing.
Yeah, they have the technology. But you'll be surprised, like what is going on now, that but mind you, the Ukrainians are from them. They already know the Russians pretty well. So they're like family. They understand each other pretty well. That's the mistake they put in the understand that these people I'm trying to just trying to say I want to kick their butt. They know my secret. They know his secret. They know they fought together before as one. So they know how they fight. You get what I'm saying? So that's why it's not that easy for Putin. Because they understand Putin's way of fighting, because they are like family, just like family going to war.
Rachel says Putin needs to go away.
Abi, I agree with her.
Yeah, I can neither confirm that nor deny that.
Because I'm just praying that this thing stops quick, because so many people are losing their lives, for just for something that makes no sense.
It's not happy. The weather is very cold.
What do you mean?
Like over there in Russia, the weather is cold, man.
And
in Ukraine. So people
both places are cold.
You say?
Both places are cold.
Yeah, both places are cold. But people that are outside running, looking for safety, they are doing it in the cold. It's just
I don't understand what you try to talk.
I feel bad for Ukrainians. Because everything happening right now, they are living where they are, where they were, and they are relocating, and they are doing all this in the cold.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Man. Jacinta says,
we pray for peace, man.
The fight in Ukraine is affecting Nigeria. Everything affects everything. Even if
he says it's affecting Nigeria.
It's affecting Nigeria. Some Nigerians are seeking for visa to go help. In fact, Jessica, that's actually, you see, okay.
You want to send Jessica now to go and to Ukraine, Abi?
No, wait, now. I'm not sending her to Ukraine. There are a lot of people that need food. If she really knows she can cook, Jessie chops.
Ukraine. What about Livy's kitchen? She can cook.
No, Livy's kitchen is close to us. She's close by. We need to be eating. We need her. See that we don't.
Ship her to the war zone.
The war zone, so you can feed the military. Yeah.
But on a serious note,
Nigerians in Ukraine, right? I heard how accurate this is. I heard that the president sent a letter or sent a message to Nigerians in Ukraine telling them to stay safe. Instead of him to send planes to evacuate them. And they told him, see, don't worry. We're not even thinking of coming back. If not to die here, we die here. Now,
that's not true.
Yeah, that's why I say I cannot confirm the information.
Exactly, because I saw another video of the Nigerians begging, pleading that they want to go, they want to come back.
Not everybody will be on this thing. But you have Nigerians in Nigeria right now that are going to the embassy to want to
because they don't understand. They don't understand the seriousness of that thing.
It's not about understanding. It's not about understanding nothing. Do you know what it means? When would you want to die in poverty and hunger, or go to a place and join them to fight and it gets better, and then you stay there?
Those guys, I don't think they want to come for the fight. They just want to fly in and pass the border and go somewhere.
So don't be judgmental. You cannot be judging them. What's the problem?
I know Nigerians are too. They are very tricky.
They will not even land. The plane will not land. They will just disappear. And there's this thing that
they made their calculation. As the plane is about to land, they'll be looking where the nearest border.
You get these Nigerians, they'll just and they'll just disappear. And when they play not the near, you go to. Oh God! Olivia says that someone needs to go and give Putin apple or tea. So
why
not be a better?
We need to send Livy's kitchen there.
Yeah, she has the right idea. So yeah, we can. But if we send her, scarcity will affect our people here.
Yeah, because we need her to start supplying some food fast.
I know. Jessica says, let me go and interview them next. There you go.
Hey,
There you go. Jessica, go and interview them.
she's very courageous. Oh,
Yeah, Jessica, go. Hi, my name is Jessica from
from
Chatham,
Mex, for chat room Mex.
and my memory verse is boom. Jesus.
And that's why she go call the call. Out there. You're your own or your.
Uh-huh. But actually, if you're watching from Nigeria or other parts of Africa, would you want to go to Ukraine to help them fight this war and win this war? I would suggest you do.
I can send my prayers.
Hmm?
I will send my prayers.
Sam Soft, you know you're strong. You don't even need a gun.
Just pray.
No, it's not just to pray. You have to go. And Sam Soft, you have a charity organization in Nigeria, Sharon Care Foundation,
Mm-hmm.
and you visit it once a year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is an offer I have for you. Chatroom wants to open another charity organization for you with the sum of $2 million.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
I am listening.
We'll open that foundation for you. And the only caveat there, because we put foundations in places that need help, is going to be in Ukraine.
That is God. Oh.
God will answer the prayer. Because when you send that to 2 million, we will be by the border side, because that's where
That's where you put it.
that's
Come on now, come on. No, we want you in
we
there.
will be by the border receiving the people that is coming from for refuge. Because that's where we're supposed to, because we don't do combat. We only combat hunger.
Wait. Thank you for talking about combat. Samson, what is the responsibility of a chaplain?
Oh, we are there to console those that are going through grief. We don't combat.
The other day you were telling me you were trained like a soldier.
No, who told you that one?
Said I know.
Chaplain,
You are using
we
the
don't carry weapons.
Ah,
Oh my God, that's so funny.
okay. Living City says, I want to go and feed them. Oh, those people are strong and bold. Just set me up at the border, and I will feed.
I told you the border is the perfect spot.
Yeah. So you
Yes, now.
you stand just past the food.
No. They come to us. We don't move past the food. We wait for them to cross. They have to cross to us,
Okay.
and then we can attend to them.
Okay.
That's our job.
Yes.
That's true. You're really right. The chaplain. That's our job. A lot of chaplains.
That's
But we don't combat, and we don't involve in
the
combat.
front. I'm soft to help them carry the wounded, console the wounded, and carry them.
At the border side. At the border side.
Really?
Not where the war is taking place. No. Because we are not trained to be lifting people.
Okay. Richard says, you guys are hilarious. Well, we need a laugh.
Rachel, how are you doing?
Okay. Okay.
You don't laugh, Taya. You know that you are thinking of what next to say.
No, I'm not thinking about necessary. I already know what I have everything ready. Okay. I'm soft.
Mhm.
Let's leave Ukraine and Russia alone.
Okay.
Fact is fact. To our hearts and prayers goes to you. Um, there's this thing going on in Nigeria now, where a guy. So I'm trying to be very careful so we don't get into next week's topic. Where a,
You better not ask me a question that I will talk inside enter the next week topic.
don't worry, if you're trying to enter the next week topic, we'll just end the show. Now we'll restart it next week. Where a guy will invite a girl
Mm.
to the house to chill.
Mm.
The girl will come dressed, make the made up and everything, and then when the girl is done, the girl will now ask for public.
Transport money.
Before you do that,
That's very common in Nigeria.
before you respond, let's take this comment. Irene Magunga says, "Hi, Minister Max, 2002. Oh, thank you very much, Irene. Thank you. Same to you. Same to you. Been a while." Rachel says she's good here. Okay. And then Irene says, "Hi, Samsoft."
Hey, Irene, how are you?
Yeah.
Oh, I know how. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Samsoft, what do you think? You said that's very common. Do you think a guy should actually be giving transport to a girl that came to visit?
First of all, when you are going to visit somebody,
Mm-hmm.
don't you know that you're supposed to? You will go back to your house.
Attire.
So why will you be asking for transport fare? That's why. That's why it's good to have the one that has the car.
They will ask you for fuel money. And
And then we always ask.
go home. I want to go home. Yeah, go now.
Then when he asked for fuel money, I was okay. I want to go and look at the tank whether it's empty.
Right. So this how it plays out. She came. People will finish.
Mm-hmm.
And she's now like, Samsoft, I want to go home.
I said, okay, it's nice to see you today.
Nice
I'll
to
see you tomorrow. Good night.
Huh? You say?
I said, good night.
Sir?
Good nighty.
But I want to go home.
Why you say they wait?
Gas
Okay,
money.
let me escort you.
Fuel
Let me
money.
escort you. For money.
He said he want to escort me. Escort to kill you there. Escort will kill you there.
Everything she don't call that. If she use that word, then she's fired completely.
But yeah, so now it's beginning to look awkward because now it's as if, okay, the girl came over and then you're paying for a service, technically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It
So
makes no sense.
let's see what Jacinta is saying because I don't trust Jacinta these days. She says she's not supposed to ask for TP. The man should say no. Okay. Oh, wow, Jacinta, you shocked me.
Thank you.
You shocked me. Okay, ladies in the house, do you think
she's well trained?
Yeah, she better be, because she knows the phone call she will get. You call and be like, daughter, what did you say on the show? Say shout for TP. TP kill you there.
So key that you're walking.
What's going on around the world now? What are you talking about? I'm of the opinion that the girl should leave it to the guy to be able to decide. But
exactly.
Again,
on his own
guy
wheel.
Doesn't give transport now. And the girl is going. When she's going, she's walking, she's going home. Evil man. Yeah, man. Ordinary transport, you never give me off.
But you know what? You know what you just displayed just now is exactly what happened. He said, "I'm going." Say okay. Say, then when they see that you didn't get it, they will sit down again. Say, they will start the number. They will change the topic. Then they will say, "Okay, I want to go now."
Mm-hmm.
Say, do you hear me? I'm going. I won't go home. I want to go home.
Now.
They say, "Okay." As if they will say it like almost how many times?
I know.
For you to understand. And they go after.
I hold you. Did I hold you? You go and look at the chair. You go and look at the chair. God, I didn't tie you for my chair. They go out now. They go home. They go.
I like that promise. I owe you.
I don't hold you. You did tell me 100 times. Wait it. Yeah.
You see what I owe you?
And then the worst thing is when you don't give.
Oh
You get what abuse you in her mind. Abuse you in her mind. She will not know that you have access code to her mind. She will not know you're hearing all day.
exactly.
All this time. All this time. You know they give me money.
But man,
I don't tell her, say, I dey go. I'll go get another boyfriend where they give me money.
the one who made me laugh was when you say, when you say I owe you, she go come to say, hey.
So when I say, I owe you, she say, yeah.
Eh. And I'm sure the next one will come and go say, hey, you they drive me. Ah, don't be driver, they drive you. Don't be say you won't go house.
You want to go out. Yeah, that girl, make she tell me. That girl.
Oh, my stomach go. That's very funny.
That girl. Now, the next day now, you invite the girl over. Yeah, babe. Hello, babe. How you doing? I'm fine. Can you come over?
Don't call my phone again.
See you. Hello, babe. How you doing? I'm fine. Can you come over? You say? I said, can you come over? Eh? Can you come over? Like, may you come? Now that can't go kill you. Your father, the last time when I come, what do you give me? I say they go. You ask me, you hold me. You don't hold me. I want in my house. I want to stay in my house. Go hold me. Go hold me.
That is if you pick up your phone, sir. Hello. You go ring, you say hello.
Okay, fine. She doesn't.
What can I do for you?
She doesn't pick up the phone. Now you record the girl. Phone the ring. Who they call me, sir?
Girl, your is.
This idiot. After I pay your house the other day, you know, Greg give me transport. You want man, you dey call me man come. I go finish you. You go to the house alone.
That country is blessed.
I know. But what about this one now? Where they give gas, fuel, as souvenir?
For where? You see
Oh, you know here? People went for wedding. People went to wedding.
that chicken I see you.
No, fuel. Please, if you're watching right now, can you confirm or deny this thing? So, people went for wedding in Nigeria and they gave them gasoline, fuel, gas, as souvenir inside gallon. Confirm if yes, it's true or no, it's not. Confirm. Just type it in the comment section. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. They give them gas, fuel. Let's see. Okay, Irene is saying she's not well trained. That is why she lacks discernment. Otherwise, she will not be with a man who no give common chop money. Yeah. So you're part of them. Yeah. So wait. So girls are now well trained to know men that will give them to common chop money. That's good to
They
know.
have discernment now.
So this. Let me not dive deep into that. Okay, so Jessica says yes. So that's yes to the gasoline story as souvenir. Olivia says yes. So I saw the video. What a shame.
For real?
Yeah. Jessica says yes. In Lagos, it's true. Yeah.
Let me say fire. Make fire not go. Make person not go smoke near
So
the
everybody finish wedding. They don't dance and they dance. Samson, thank you for coming. Here's your fuel.
What about the person who somebody they smoke near her?
Yeah, nah, you smoke now. Fire burn. Yeah.
These people don't get with it, they don't sit for that place.
I know. Olivia say over 50 people in hell carrying kegs of petrol and dancing. That's true. Hell meaning that the place is too hot. very hot, and they're carrying gallons of petrol, fuel.
Very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Literally. Rachel says yes, they gave fuel according to the videos on Instagram. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're not kidding.
No, I'm not. No, I kid about so many things. When I'm kidding, you can hear it in my voice. I'll change.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You kid me not.
I told you I'm not kidding now. Why are you still repeating it?
Because you look like a kid.
She said hello.
Who said hello?
Who say hello? But shed more light on that.
She said hall. She said hall.
Oh, she said how. Oh, it's hell. Oh, hello. That's 50 people. She said 50 people in a hall, not hell, in a hall carrying kegs of petrol. Still the same thing, because last, the hall is damn too hot. Have you been to a hall in Nigeria? I don't know if you're not, but yeah, Nigeria is very hot. Nigeria is like hell because of the heat. The people that traveled had to run back in 1 week. I don't want to mention name. They traveled, they didn't last 1 week.
It wasn't 1 week.
How many?
You miscalculated. That's not 1 week.
How many weeks? 1 week and 1
3 weeks. It was 3 weeks I stayed there.
Oh, I wasn't talking about you. You're always different.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you went there and you came back and you were sick.
Who was the one that came back in 1 week?
I don't want to mention name. She left the
Or was she the one I met at the airport?
No. That one stayed longer.
No, that was still longer, exactly.
No, somebody went and less than 1. You see, if I'm going to travel to Nigeria, I have to have an open ticket. Just by going, no coming. Because coming might be the next day or 2 days from that day. You never can tell. Depending on the condition of the mosquitoes and the heat.
Nigeria can be so stressful though.
Jessica says, man knows how to treat a woman, but boys don't know.
No, this is not about treating the woman.
Wait now. She said, Jessica furthermore says, so there is a difference between a boy and a man in relationship.
Well done.
Well done, ma. Well done, auntie, I know who man be, who boy be. Well done. So because the man does not want to give you transport money after you request for it, it's
a boy.
Yeah, he's a boy. What's your definition of a boy versus your definition of a man? 2 people just start dating and then the girl want to go, I'm going to transport. No, sorry. Reason why is because you need to understand the person you're in a relationship with. If the person you're in a relationship with, you're still trying to analyze and assess that person, then your first go-to would not be just to carry money. When she says she's going, you are carrying money and giving. No. Your first go-to will be to study that person. And hey, not giving any money might be part of your research.
Exactly.
Yeah. Olivia says Nigeria is a joke. Before it was live chicken. Yeah, they gave live chicken. So that's what you hear?
Well, and I saw that one.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
They hold the chicken because where the chicken go shit for their body, eh?
Wait, last weekend it was panties as souvenirs. Right.
You know what I'm suspecting? They just want to go viral. I think it's a viral thing. They just want to do something that is going to go viral.
It's ignorance.
Somebody just want to blow.
Somebody want to blow. He came to my party and he gave this souvenir and nobody.
Who they play music?
Chilling with the big boy.
Chilling with the big boy. Viewers, are you dancing? The music don't do.
Music don't do. They don't get the head. No, get
Sure.
Okay.
I said name book for the session.
Yeah. I'm echoing something. Is that echo? Let me check my. Check. Okay,
I'm looking for. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear you too. You're fine.
Okay. Irene says, Panty souvenir Abi. Which kind of witchcraft is that? My sister is not.
That really serious witchcraft too.
It's not witchcraft.
It's what?
You are supposed to say no be juju be that.
Any woman will wear that panty. Sorry.
You wear that your destiny.
Yeah, your destiny has been stolen.
Everything's scheduled for you. Don't go. It has gone. Wow.
Nigeria shy. I don't understand though.
Anyway, God will. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been nice chilling with you. Thank you for chilling with us today.
Yeah.
We do not want to spend this much time, but sometimes you just don't want to put time to what you're doing.
Yeah.
You never know who just needed a little.
But we really need Living's Kitchen. You have to start preparing for that food stuff, man. Very important.
Which one? The one to go to recreate?
No. We don't need that to go. We want the food here in our show.
Okay, yeah. Living's Kitchen. We're gonna connect in camera, and we'll connect off camera. So we'll talk about when we're going to be doing a live session with you sponsoring, and we'll give you our menus.
That's going to be amazing. So we are eating it from different sections of the world.
Yes, different sections. Some stuff it is in our session. Me, I'm in my own section of the world. We'll be
doctor on our own.
Doctor on our.
Only the doctor don't go figure it out.
No, we can keep doctor's on to doctor and Lillian's on to Lillian.
Lillian, exactly.
Yeah, Lillian just say full ground.
Okay. I trust you.
Trust you. It's only one person we don't trust right now.
We don't know.
I'm not mentioning names. But at your screen, the names is right there.
I trust her.
Yeah, I don't trust her.
You're not gonna trust your own anchor. What do you call it? Street.
No. Stop, you're missing it. Okay, fine. Let me remind you what it is. From the street, live with Jessica. You get it?
Yeah, from the street.
There you go.
The street live.
Really good in those interviews, though.
Wow, I missed it. Eh?
Yeah, she's doing great. I'm telling you. I might actually play it for you. Olivia says I can send to Dr. O. Yes, of course. Definitely.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good job.
Jessica says, yes, my daddy. Yeah. So she says hello. Oh, she said, oh no, Max.
Oh no, Max.
What are you all knowing to? The one that I don't trust you.
Yeah. That's the one, I'm sure.
Listen to what this guy said.
My name is Jacinta.
Hold on. Let's play it.
My name is Jacinta. Chatroom with Max. So, what do you think about this question? Okay. Is schooling necessary?
For some people, I think it's necessary.
For some people, it's necessary. And so, what about you?
For me, well, it's not necessary. It's not necessary for me.
It's not necessary for you. So, what are you doing in school if it's not necessary?
It's forced.
It's forced. Who forced you? Are you serious? So, Monty forced you to come to school?
Yeah.
So why do you say that's kind of forcing you to school?
Because what I want to learn, what I want to do in future, I don't need school. I can, let's say, learn it from home, anywhere, like by myself. Yeah.
So, like, what do you want to be in future that you don't need to learn in school?
Artist now.
You're an artist now, okay.
So I'm just here to learn more. Thank you.
So you're just here to learn more. School is not your calling. What you want to do, you can also do it in the house, but. So there's a but. Wow.
So yeah,
wow. That's but if you notice something, Jessica really did good. She asked him good questions, even though the answers she was following up.
That is good.
It was going in my mind. She was mentioning it. Yeah, because she touched all those questions in my mind. And that guy is not joking, he's not joking, he's
You're
serious.
not okay. Say the fact. Yeah. Then of course, your mama force him.
He said no one goes.
You know, goes.
This way won't go. He didn't mind, he know what he wants.
Please, if you're his mom and you come across this video, don't go and fight him. Don't go and fight him. What happens in chat room stays in chat room. Although I leak it out.
But now, on a serious note, when you meet a child like this, the kind of advice you will give that child is that my own advice I would give the child is that depends on the kind of education or the school you are talking about. You have to be able to, because school is school, but you have to go to a school, whatever it is. You can't say, okay, you want to teach yourself. You cannot teach yourself.
You see why you should have been in the show in the very beginning. Then we would have.
Yeah.
Because I do not agree with you.
How can you teach yourself?
Oh, you can definitely teach yourself.
No.
Oh, yes.
Let me tell you why you cannot teach yourself. Because you are the master. You are the one that give yourself the question, and you're the one that give yourself the answer. So even when you are making mistake, there's nobody to correct you.
Technically not.
So how do you quiz yourself? When I mean quiz, I'm not talking about in terms of English language or mathematics or all that stuff. I'm talking about even in the business you are running or you want to do. There have to be somebody that should be there to like at least tell you, hey, this is not right, this is right, this is, even though you feel it's right sometimes, because every time sometimes nobody's perfect.
Okay, you're now coming to the point now. You are beginning to change your mind. So that person is not in a traditional school. It's not in a school, 4 walls,
okay,
to gain education. That person is learning from someone else's experience. Now, let me give you an example. You have a charity organization.
Correct.
Did you go to school to learn how to run a charity organization, sir?
I didn't go, but yeah, I got a form of acquired knowledge, though.
Acquired knowledge. Did you teach yourself that acquired knowledge, or did you have to go and register in a school to be taught?
No, I didn't register. I didn't register in the school. Okay. I acquired the knowledge from learning from people, and I ask questions though. That's where it comes in though.
Now, there's a difference between school and education. Education is the act of getting that knowledge. School is where you go to get educated. So you can get educated without actually going to school.
Correct.
So what you're talking about is you were educated to know how to run that charity organization.
Correct.
You're doing a heck of a great job at it. You're doing a great job at it.
Correct.
Now, what consists of education? Knowledge from yourself, from other people, from reading, from watching people do things, from, hands-on. Now, this guy, in the other hand, don't want to go to school. He doesn't. He wants to be an artist and a musical artist.
Okay.
He doesn't look like a musical artist to me, but he wants to. Maybe
musical artist. Musical artist. It's not written on anybody's face. Anybody can be a musical artist.
If I want to invite you to a music for an event now your face I go look.
But guess no. But if he opens his mouth,
not joking though. But they want him to go to school for music, and he knows he's that good that he doesn't want to go to school for music. He can tutor himself, he can teach himself, he can learn from different people. He can go to YouTube and learn how to train his voice, learn how to play an instrument, and he'll be good. So
okay,
now
can I? All right, continue. Do you know that
school can now be seen in different ways? Technology, as we talked about the first 1 hour of the show, technology has come a great way to simplify schooling. You can
True.
sit down in your house and get school.
Very correct. You're right.
You can be driving and get schooled. You can be working and get schooled. You can put on your headphones and be working at your job and still get schooled.
Hmm.
So that's what I think about. That's my take about this boy, though.
Yeah, but the only thing is that when it comes to you get school at the same time, but you need some kind of mentorship or um, that's where, like you see, for like when you have teachers in class, those teachers are like your mentors. They are the ones to like correct you and say, oh, this one is wrong, this one is right. So that's where, at least, even though he's going to learn by himself, but he also needs somebody that is going to tell him how to make all these things materialize. For instance, he's skillful, he's gifted, he's talented, and then now he's good at it. He can sing. Well, okay, is he going to end there? No, he's not going to be singing to himself. He's going to sing to an audience. How is he going to get that audience? How is he going to market himself? So that is where those informations and exposure and introduction, mentorship. You see what I'm saying? So he cannot do it by himself.
You see that mentorship thing? That mentorship thing. I kind of have a problem with it. I have a
That's
problem.
why I know that it's not everybody that you have to select as a mentor. It's somebody that you admire and he happens to be available to show you some things. You know what I'm saying? It's not anybody cannot just come to me and say, oh, you choose your mentor.
Yeah, but that is not the same thing as going to school, though.
But you're learning.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you're going to school to learn. You're getting
Okay,
the.
what do we go to school about? Not to learn?
Some people go to school and don't learn nothing.
Okay, but this time we're talking about somebody learning.
What about the person that is not learning?
That one is in school, but school is not in him.
So that one shouldn't have gone to school in the first place.
I thought he's wasting his father's money.
So that means schooling is not for everybody.
Correct. Oh, okay, there you go. All right. You're trying to tie me in. Okay, I'm beginning to get it now.
I've tied you already since I used doctor's approach to tie you.
Oh, that's what she did, eh?
No,
She's good.
Whenever
So that's a good one.
Whenever she start like that, I just see it and then I create that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a very good one. You got me there. That's a good one.
Yeah. The sister says education is different from schooling. He can educate himself, I think. True. Irene says school is not the building. It depends on your definition. School is a place, and the place could be a building where you learn.
No, she's basically on your side though. The school is not a building or a structure where you go sit down. So you can be, like you say, you can be driving, you can be anywhere. You are learning.
It doesn't make it a school.
That's what she said. School is not a building.
School is not the building.
It's not the building.
Shed more light on that comment. I don't want to jump into some conclusion without actually knowing what you are really saying. Yeah. So, well, if you're watching from Facebook, let's transition you over to YouTube, because it's always good to get it from YouTube too, so we can see all your comments coming in with the YouTube logo on it. So all you just have to do is go to YouTube, and when you go to YouTube, you just type Minister Max, and then it will pop up, and then you see the live show that we're doing right now. So you just click on it and you join us via YouTube. I can see Irene is on Facebook, Olivia is on Facebook, so jump on YouTube. Come on. So yes, this second video, Samsoft.
Yeah.
This second video actually, the guy was kind of right.
Good morning, ma. Okay, my name is Jacinta. I'm from chat room with Max. Okay. So are you in school right now? Are you schooling or not? I'm a student here. So what do you think about this question? Is schooling necessary? And I don't think it's necessary. You don't think it's necessary? Yeah. So what are you doing here? For me it is, but not for everyone. For you it's not necessary? Yes. But even without school I can still do my normal things and then be okay. Okay, I'm a hype man. You're a hype man? Yes. Okay, school helps me with like English and other things. Oh, the school helps and then you? There are courses like presentation that I do in school, so school also helps my work. So is schooling necessary? All right, thank you so much, hype man.
She called her hype man.
Jessica is good. She's good. She's really doing good. But you know, one thing I picked on that one, for the fact that it says it doesn't really, is not interested in school. It's not the only one in Nigeria as a whole, because most Nigerians go to school and they see that okay, after they finish going to the school, in quote school,
no job,
they come back and there's nothing waiting for them. You know, after spending all that time in school. So what is the purpose of schooling? Is the purpose of schooling is for you to be able to get to the point in life where you want to be. You know, schooling gives you information and educate yourself, like enlightenment, and then lead you to success. So everybody work towards that. So it's not only going to school, physical school, that can actually give you that particular stuff.
You're 100% right, because that was also the same point I and Doctor made. A lot of people, like, if on the flyer, on the banner that was on the flyer that was created, it says, "Why I regret going to school? Is schooling necessary? Why I regret going to school? Is schooling necessary?" Reason for this, because a lot of people actually regret going to school, especially when they had to go to school and last at the end of the day they're not getting a job that is befitting for what they went to school for. Or they went to school for medicine and then they're coming to work in the bank, things like that. So that could be very discouraging. Irene said people can get educated without going to an institution. Either way, no one can learn from himself. True. That's why you're learning, meaning you are getting something new. You can't get something new from yourself, definitely.
Exactly.
The so-called self-educated people learn from other people's mind via books, videos, webcasts, shows, etc. etc. I agree with you. Learn from him. But actually, if I want to disagree with you, disagree with you too. I like to play devil's advocate. What I mean, agree with you, is this. The person that created the light bulb, who did he learn how to create light bulb from? He did the first one, it failed. Second one, he failed. He kept doing it and doing it and doing it. He wasn't reading books to create a light bulb because there was nobody that created a light bulb in that time. So,
but something motivated him to think of it. What is that thing? And how did he get? How did he get there?
The fact that there was no light bulb, so he wanted to create a light bulb. So now,
there was the motivation.
Yeah, the motivation does not matter per se. What she's saying, the statement she's making is, either way, no one can learn from himself. You can learn from yourself by doing something and it failed, and then you tweak it, try it in another way, and it failed, and then you try it again in another way, and then it's successful. Guess what? You just learned from yourself.
But you know what? Even that light bulb you're talking about, you will, if the person wants to be really truthful, because it's what we read about the person that we dwell on. because everything that you see today has was stolen from somewhere. It's just like a music. Every music has something stolen from some other guy's music. Every tone. You see?
Sorry, no, not every tone.
Yeah, let me tell you why. Let me explain. Because for the fact that you listen to other music, they have a kind of influence on you subconsciously.
I know, and I understand.
Okay.
I understand and agree. But what I don't agree with is when I see absolute words, absolute, like every music. No, because at some point someone originally created a music that wasn't influenced by anything.
Hmm.
Wanna go?
Listen to all the music.
No. At the beginning, first person that wrote the first song, who did he steal
Who
that?
is that? Who is the person?
Who did they steal? That's the thing. When you first do something, it's an original idea. People can now begin to copy,
Yes.
tweak, and tweak. But there was an original idea. So when you say every, it's offensive to the original people that started it.
Okay, it could be a bird. It could be a bird.
Okay.
He's just standing in the backyard. He's standing in his backyard and he stole it from the bird. But nobody's going to stand for the bird. He stole that melody from the bird.
Where did the bird get its melody from?
Okay, the bird is not a human being, so we're not going to calculate it.
Bird is not a human being, but you will not blame the man that stole melody from the bird. That is not a human being. Come on, I'm so weird, man. Bird is not a human being.
Every knowledge is from a knowledge.
No.
Inspired from a knowledge.
No. I disagree.
Okay.
Not every knowledge is inspired from another knowledge, because there are some original knowledge that came, and then it came shabby, it wasn't complete. Then people now picked it up and started tweaking and tweaking.
Where did it come from?
From the person's mind.
From God.
Oh God, we're going there. We're going there. We're going there.
So
okay, Irene just joined us on YouTube. And hi Irene, welcome to YouTube. Make sure you subscribe and share.
Is that the pastor?
No, Irene, I was I guess this is the same Irene I was on Facebook. The names are kind of different. I just see Irene that is related. Irene says that invention is different from education. Huh. I love this. The falls in the department of creativity. He had to get the basic info from somewhere else. Let me read all your comments before I jump in. Minister Max is also right that we can learn from our mistakes. That's a basic animalistic function. Okay. If fire burns you, you stay away from it next time. Bam. That's how we all started. That's how we evolved. And she says, yes. Okay, it's the same Irene.
Okay.
Yeah. So you see, to me, I believe that there will always be an original, and then every other thing will now be a photocopy. There will always be an original. So I don't really like using words like absolute words where it's like everybody, I know some people will sleep and say, oh, I slept and then I got this inspiration to write this song. But the truth is, your song, your inspiration, you actually had a song one time like this. And then that's why two people will write. Okay, Sam Sof has written a song that I never heard. And then I also wrote a song that he never heard. But when we came up with both songs, they were almost alike.
Yep.
Someone in Nigeria will write a song, someone in China will write a song, and they will almost.
Exactly.
So do with that whatever you wish. Samsung, sir. It's been nice. It's been nice talking with you.
We don't try.
We don't try. We don't try. It's time to retire for the week. We'll see you next week where we'll talk about that interesting topic.
Yeah.
Please
We're
inform-
tired for the week, but we're not going to. We're going to refire next week.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. Samsung want to start again. That's how he started, and the show got up to 2 hours from 1 hour. Thank you very much. We will see you next week. I have to run and end the show.
All right, everybody.
Take care.